Checking out the betting lines across college football week 8 with Steve Merrill from Wager Talk. Get on over to wagertalk.com. Check out Steve's work right there with the complete money management plan. Not just college football, the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball playoffs in full swing. We've got Michigan State, and usually a big rivalry game. But the Wolverines, a much better team, of course, is a 24-point road favorite, Steve.
Yeah, and this is an interesting matchup as far as my simulation goes because pretty much all season, my database simulation has shown value with Michigan. And it makes sense because it normally sides towards the blowout games, and Michigan was a 24-point favorite or more in each of their first four games. But of course, they failed to cover any of those. And then once Harbaugh's back in the mix, the last 3 weeks they're also 3-0 straight up, and now 3-0 against the spread the last 3 weeks as double-digit favorites. So it does look like they're in a play-on situation. Another thing that jumps out to me, Mark, is those first 4 games where they failed to cover all stayed under. The last 3 games that they've covered every one of them, they've all gone over. And once again, that makes sense because if you're a huge favorite, big favorites in the overs correlate, and obviously big underdogs in the unders correlate as well. I say that, though, because my database simulation here, 10,000 games, has Michigan only winning by 21 on average. So this is the first time this year in which the line is inflated. But I also have not been in any hurry to get in front of Michigan State or get on behind Michigan State. Database has shown value with them in almost every game this year, and I've yet to use them just because of all the turmoil they've had there. After the 2-0 start, they've now gone 0-4 straight up. They did not cover any of those first 3 games. They did finally get the cover last week, but barely. They closed as a 4-point dog, lost by 3 at Rutgers. So probably a game I'll be staying off of. But once again, if you like Michigan, you probably lean over. If you do think there's value with Michigan State, if you dare get on board, think maybe all the turmoil has passed, and you probably lean under as well with the underdog.
Yeah, with all the turmoil, and to add to that, Michigan State looked like they were going to break through in the Big Ten last week. They led by 18 against Rutgers and blew it in the fourth quarter to lose by that 28-24 margin. You can catch Steve's complete work at wagertalk.com or WagerTalk TV right here on YouTube. You get the complete money management plan, and it's not just college football. Steve expertly selects the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball across the board, and exclusive to us at the Voice of College Football, we enjoy Steve's under-the-radar selection, and you should as well. 17-3 against the spread since week 1 of 2022. You get that on Patreon, patreon.com/MarkRogersTV, or as a YouTube channel member on the main channel. Steve, we always appreciate the breakdown.
Hey, thank you, Mark.